Today we are here with Dr. Patrick Triplett, the director of the Paul A. Gilliam Learning Center. Dr. Triplett, talk to me a little about what you and your team do through the Learning Center and how you support students.
We kind of think of ourselves as like the weight room, but for academics. So our students will come to the Learning Center, and we're not gonna go over the math or the biology. We're gonna help them with the skills that go around those so they can be a better student in math, in biology, and English. So it's study skills, it's executive functioning, it's things like ownership and advocacy, and really aligns well with what you guys do on the field and practices with ownership and reflection and that advocacy part.
So kind of on that topic of athletes, what are some tips you would provide our student athletes in terms of balancing their academics, their sports, and just kind of life in general?
Yeah, I think, take your time, but don't waste your time, right? It's all about communication. You got to talk to your coaches, talk to your parents, talk to your teachers, let them know what's going on, and set those goals where you want to be in 6 weeks, at the end of the semester, at the end of the school year, and then craft a plan to get there. And that's going to help you fit all those different pieces in there. If you're going day to day saying, well, today I've got to do X, Y, and Z, you may not be able to fit it in, but if you've got a plan for the week, for the month, then you're going to be able to get all those different pieces in there. And you don't have to do it alone. Your coaches will help you, your teachers will help you. You've got counselors, advisors, people in the Learning Center, all looking to help you for that.
So you're talking about a little bit about communication and being an advocate. Now that you kind of have a year under your belt at St. Pius, what have the students taught you and how to advocate for them or just to better support them?
Yeah, what a year to start. So what I've learned from our students, especially this year, is every day is a choice, right? Our students wake up and every day they make the choice to get better, to be a success. And that success is something that's lived every day. You don't achieve success and then stop. And so our students make that choice every day to come in and get better. And sometimes it's leaps and bounds, and sometimes it's little baby steps, but we find those successes and celebrate them. And that's what I've learned from the students, especially this year.
So fun fact, I've been told, Dr. Triplett, is you were a former coach. You coached at the high school level, soccer,
yes, sir.
Lacrosse,
yes, sir.
Cross country. Kind of tell us a little bit about that experience and maybe what you've learned and carry over from those experiences into what you do at the Learning Center.
Gosh, I loved it. A variety of schools, variety of athletes and sports. But it was one of those, to be able to see students outside of the classroom, to see what they're passionate about, to see them to fight, to struggle, to overcome adversity, all those things. And it's those relationships I formed with some of my athletes that are still my closest. Those are the ones I met their kids, have been in their weddings. Those don't stop, and that competition is an awesome motivator. And we can bring that into the classroom. We can bring that into the school day. And sometimes our students just need a little bit of help seeing that, well, I'm competing against myself every day, and so I can get better just like I can out in the field.
So what we learn in the classroom is often what we can learn on the field.
And vice versa. Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, Dr. Triplett, thanks so much for being with us today on 100 Yards today with Dr. Triplett, the director of the Paul A. Gilliam Learning Center. Thanks so much.
Thank you.